Sometimes, when I draw, I begin to imagine the most wonderful things there ever were.
The Great Stone Balloon, it's your very own creation. The Great Stone Balloon, it's in your imagination. So shoot for the stars, reach for the moon, 'cause anything can happen on the Great Stone Balloon.
Wow! I use my imagination and I find myself here in the Great Stone Balloon dressed like this. It's terrific. Happens every time. Hi, my name is Martha Lewis Lambert, or ML2 for short, and I welcome you to the Great Stone Balloon. It's a product of my imagination, and where we can make the impossible possible. Yeah, I've been imagining for years and creating things right and left. See what I mean? Oh, you too. Well, that's why I thought we should get together and bring imagination to the rescue of boring ho-hum days. And we should also fight the forces of overly serious and dangerously dull, wherever they threaten to stamp out fun and kill a good time. You know when they're around, people start looking like this.
Why bother?
It's no use.
I never get to have any fun.
And sometimes they say Vompels, creatures like me, don't really exist.
A product of my imagination. But luckily, Vic, once we remind people that they do have an imagination, well, the forces of overly serious and dangerously dull can't hang on, and people start to look like this.
I'll try.
I can!
I feel great.
But sometimes they still don't believe in Vompels. And if Vompels don't exist, I can't have any real fun. And if I can't have any real fun,
Vic,
I'm not really there.
Vic,
and if
snap out of it. Now, do you think you're real? Do you think you're real fun? Well, you're the only one who matters.
Well, then, my very presence, strange and wonderfully weird as it is, can help millions of people from becoming overly serious or dangerously dull just by considering the possibility of imagining something like me for themselves.
Victor, absolutely true. You are cosmically correct. And now is the perfect time for us to start our first imagination exercise.
Oh,
We're going to have a homemade fairy tale. That's the one that you write yourself, and you can be all the characters. Today we're going to go to, the Kingdom of Quirk.
Wow.
For a story entitled, It's Not the Wand That Makes the Magic. As our story begins, the princess is just asking her parents for help to become a wizard.
Please, I need the pink-spotted lizard.
No, absolutely not. No reptiles in the palace.
But, Father, everyone's got one. Merlin says that... Well, then, the disappearing cape. Merlin says it's a must-have.
No! And I don't care what Merlin says. Must-have, indeed. I'll give him a must-have.
Then the hat. The hat with the tallest point for the best magic. Father?
No.
Then, please, if I could only have one thing, let it be a wand, just like Merlin's. Father? Mother?
No.
I'll never pass my wizard's test without it.
Thank heavens. And there is a nice prince right down the road.
Mother.
We never wanted you to be a wizard in the first place. Just a normal princess, married to a normal prince. But no, you said wizards don't marry princes, they turn them into toads.
So we gave you the pink sparkle high tops. Yes. And since you've been practicing, all the swans in the moat are now alligators. And the toads, flying electric eels.
I told you I needed these things.
I think not. Do you agree, my dear?
Absolutely, Rex. Your wizardry days are over. Is that clear?
No. I have to be a wizard.
She'll just have to get over it.
Humboldt!
Yes, your sire and Cyrus. Your king and kings. Your...
You've missed us again.
Yes, your royal bigness.
And now, how is the Dragon of Hordonia doing?
Oh, very well, sire, very well. He's now supplying heat to the whole village. And he only scorched 2 huts and slightly toasted one of the cows. And he's hosting the barbecue and the marshmallow roast for feast day. And, and he had his teeth cleaned last week. They're quite bright, quite shiny, only one cavity. And...
Yes, Humboldt?
And he's giving flying lessons to the princess.
What say you? Flying lessons?
Flying princesses lessons to...
Cancel them!
Right.
And now, back to feast day. And I think I'll fire Merlin for getting the princess into magic. We don't even recognize her these days. She's gone off the deep end.
Humboldt, another magician. Post haste.
Right.
Flying lessons.
Very idea.
Stealing Princess Louisa is most unwizardly. And, more than that, you are not ready to do magic.
But I know all the spells. Abracadabra, bippity-boppity-boo, and Shazam! All I need is a cape, a hat, a lizard, and a wand to make my magic work. To pass the wizard's test.
I see. Well, then, by all means, let me help you. Here, put on the cape. You have the hat. And the wand. I see. Now, cast away.
Abracadabra, Kalamazoo. I call a cow to be purple and blue. Thunder and lightning, lizards and newts. It may not be raining, but you're wearing boots.
Not yet, but nice delivery. You see, Princess, it's not the wand, or any of it, actually. It's you. The one and only beautiful, magical you. That's who makes the magic. And when you know that, your spells will work no matter what you're wearing.
But I'm a failure. I failed at being the princess my mother and father wanted me to be. And I'm not even good at what they don't want me to be, a wizard.
But that's because you can only be really good at what you want to be for yourself. As far as I know, it's still a wizard.
Yeah, but I'm not a good one. You know about the alligators that I turned from swans? And what about the toads, now flying electric eels?
Well, they're very creative, actually. It's because you think too much. Right in the middle of casting a spell, you think, will I be right? Will I be loved? Can I pass my wizard's test? And so on and on.
But what is wrong with wanting to be right? Or loved or good enough to be a wizard?
Nothing. But it would help if you would understand that you are good enough to be loved just as you are. Good enough to become a wizard.
But my spells are pond slime. They never produce what I cast them for.
As I said, you think too much. When you're about to do some magic or to begin anything that you really want to do, you can only think of it. Like a spell you want to cast. Any other thoughts get in the way, like turning swans into alligators, wasn't it? Instead of, what did you want them to be?
Seahorses.
Seahorses. Excellent, yeah. Let's get on with it. Make your mind the magic wand. Point yourself at the alligators and think seahorses. Feel seahorses. Hear seahorses. And nothing else. And when you've done it, come back. We'll talk. About wands and capes and such.
Okay.
Okay, Spot. Come on, boy. We'll go for a dip in the swamp.
All right. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Okay. No, I'm losing my nerve. Oh, what if it doesn't work out right? What if I can and I turn the whole castle into something horrible?
That is, does not become a wizard.
Gee, ML2, do you think the princess can do it?
I know she can, Vic. The problem is, does she know she can? There she is in the moat, and things do not appear to be going well. I think I'd better pop in.
You pop in? You always have all the fun.
Vic, next time you write the fairy tale and you get to be the hero.
All right. 1 leaf of a tree and 3 pieces of gorse. Now, all alligators, become a seahorse. Lions, monkeys, chickens. Oh, I've done it again. I failed. I can't even be a wizard with or without a wand. I quit.
Princess Louisa.
Who are you? What do you want?
ML2 from the Great Stone Balloon.
Right.
Oh, trust me. And I don't think you failed. I think you just need somebody to believe in you.
I don't think that's possible, especially now. Even after what Merlin told me to do. Think seahorses, hear seahorses, feel seahorses. I still get scared of being wrong, right in the middle of my spell. Who would want to believe in me?
One very special person, someone who is ready to believe in you no matter what. Here she is.
Her? I mean me? Why would I want to believe in me?
Well, I've got a little song and I think it will help. Listen carefully. You ready?
You are the one and only, beautiful you. I tell you why I say it, because it's true. You are the one and only, beautiful you. Nobody else on earth does things the way you do. Nobody tells a story the way you do. Nobody walks the same down the avenue. Nobody wears a smile that looks like you, or has your special way of acting sad and blue. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Come on now, don't turn away. The person you see in the mirror, that person is beautiful today. Don't gotta be a big time baseball player. Don't gotta be an actress on the TV. Don't gotta be a white knight, dragon slayer. You're beautiful right now. That's good enough for me. You're beautiful right now. That's good enough for me. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Come on now, don't turn away. The person you see in the mirror, that person is beautiful today. The one and only beautiful you. You, the one and only. You are the one and only, beautiful you. You are the one and only, beautiful you. You are the one and only. You are the one and only. You are the one and only, beautiful you. You.
Wow! I feel great! I know I can do it.
And I know you can too.
And even if I get it wrong the first time around, I'll keep trying. Because I know that I am good enough just as I am, no matter what.
Cosmically correct, Princess. Now, I want you to keep working on your spells, and I've got another stop to make.
Well, I say we try again to get her married.
Well, I say we send her to her room to write 1,000 times I will not be a wizard. It's for her own good.
Excuse me, Your Royalnesses, aren't we becoming a bit overly serious, dangerously dull? I mean, might I suggest you try something else?
Yes, how about tossing you in the moat? I hear the flying electric eels are hungry.
No, I had something in mind that would help you to become the wisest king possible, and queen.
And, what might that be?
So try my shoes, my latest invention. It'll help you feel what it's like to be the other person. The one you're angry with, perhaps?
I love magic, just like you love running a kingdom. And becoming a wizard for me is just as important as being the queen is to you. And I wanted all those magic things so that I could be the best wizard possible, so that you'd be pleased and love me.
Well, I had no idea she felt that way.
She doesn't think we love her.
We didn't take her seriously. Humboldt! Where is Princess Louisa?
At the moat, sire.
Come along, my dear.
Sire.
Louisa, your father and I have something to say. Since you were born, we've always wanted you to be happy and loved by all.
Yes, and, well, wizards aren't always loved, you know. No. Sometimes they're held in dreadful spells.
Yes, and some have very bad reputations.
Like pond slime. Well, the truth is, the reason we didn't want you to become a wizard was that we didn't want the other kings and queens to laugh at us for having so odd a princess.
We didn't take you seriously. That wasn't fair. But now we understand how important it is for you to become a wizard. And while it still isn't my picture of a normal princess, we're proud of you for having the courage to be what you want to be. You may have the capes and wands.
Oh, and the pink-spotted lizards, if you like.
Maybe later. I don't need them so much now. I know that being a good wizard or a good anything has nothing to do with what I wear on the outside, but it has everything to do with who I am on the inside. The one and only beautiful me. Then practice, practice, practice.
Well, I'd say that's an excellent lesson for kings and queens, too, as well. Oh, look, darling. The swans are... what in the world are they?
Why, seahorses. Nicely done. Catchy tune. Mind if I use it?
Be my guest.
Oh, wonderfully exotic seahorses! And it's an occasion for a royal ball! How would you and Merlin like to provide some magic for the ball?
Oh, Mother, yes!
Ah, still employed, am I?
Oh, but of course, my good man. Oh, wizard.
That is, if you would.
Delighted. Easy, smart boy. Not the whole note.
Humboldt! Oh, steady, lad.
Prepare for a royal happening.
I am the one and only. I am the one and only. I am the one and only beautiful me.
Cosmically correct again, Vic. Yeah, don't ever forget that you're wonderful just as you are right now. You're good enough to be loved, and you're good enough to do what you want to do. And we're all good enough to do something very special right now. We can go and actually meet our shadows.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I've always wanted to meet that guy. I bet he's totally cosmic. Hey, this means I can be as... Well, I can use my imagination and be as tall as my shadow.
Yes.
I mean, 6 or 7 feet tall. All right.
It's part of every part of you. It's your shadow, as real as the heart of you. It's your shadow. Any way you twist or turn, you cannot detach it. Sometimes long, sometimes short, you can never catch it. It's your shadow, friendly shadow. It's your shadow, part of you. See it on your left or right. It's your shadow, sun by day or moon by night. Makes your shadow, it goes everywhere you go, very close behind you. And though you may try to hide, it will always find you. It's your shadow, friendly shadow. It's your shadow, part of you. It will match your every move. It's your shadow. If you're ever lonely, you've got your shadow. Though it cannot talk or sing, one thing it can give you, it can be good company and always stay there with you. It's your shadow, friendly shadow. It's your shadow, part of you. It's your shadow, friendly shadow. It's your shadow, part of you.
You were great, Vic. And so were you. You know, if you keep practicing, you'll get even better. Now, shadow dancing is a great way to build imagination. And I was just adding it to my very long list of neat things to do for one person.
Or one Vampel.
Oh, sure.
Vampels are known for their singular creativity. In fact, give me a minute and I'll show you some of the Vampelonian classics, like high diving at low tide, why there's not many of us left, and also a real favorite, to blindly go where nobody else would go. Hey, I'm going to take the trapdoor down to the gondola, and then I'll be right back. Woo!
Whoa! Jeez, Lotus Dragon. Oh. Yep, this is from our very own dragon, a real Chinese fire breather. That is until she converted to solar panels, and then they threw her out of their part of the sky. But I'm very happy to say that we have her in ours.
I meant to do that.
Right.
Yeah, right. Can't she knock? Call ahead, make a reservation, perhaps? I just found my only copy of Where the Wild Things Like to Go for Kicks, and Scalehead there catches me in the updraft, and I'm airborne. Not to mention in mortal danger. Well, all right, imaginary mortal danger. But if you catch the gist of this show, you realize that imaginary mortal danger is just as real as any other danger. Ugh.
We got it, Vic. We got it. And here, let me help you up. Come on. One more foot.
Watch the book. Oh,
comfy?
Boy.
Oh,
comfy, yes.
Take it easy. I'm sorry about that. Lotus Dragon, listen, you've got to be more careful when you land in the gondola.
Right.
You almost put Vic into orbit, okay? You know that. Well, next time I want you to look. All right. And yes, I am going to read your latest fortune cookie puzzle message. Okay, here we go. You ready, Vic?
Yeah, go ahead. What is it? Read it to
me.
me.
Okay, it says, close your eyes and open your heart. You'll find there is nothing from which you're apart. Okay, close your eyes, open your heart. I got it! It's a magic of becoming trip. That's what it is.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, right. So this means the traveloscope, okay? That means that we can go to whatever and wherever we're looking. How about trees, okay? We'll meet you there. Excellent, we all made it. That is, except for Victor. I think he's got to work a little bit on that materialization part. But we're here, and we can begin our magic of becoming a tree, a cork tree in this case. Now, the first thing we're going to do is use our senses of seeing, of hearing, of smell, and of touch. And we'll begin to explore the home of the trees. First off, what do you see? And now, let's listen. We're going to use our sense of hearing and our imagination. You close your eyes and use your imagination to imagine the things that are making the sounds that we hear.
It's my turn.
And now, our sense of smell. How many things do you smell when you go outside? The air, perhaps a flower, or trees, or earth, and leaves, and grass. They all have a smell, and they're all part of the tree's home. My next sense is my favorite one. It's touch. First of all, the sun can feel warm on your palms. But the earth could feel firm and cool. And the grass is soft to your fingertips. The flower is very soft. Tree bark is rough. Think of how many different things that you could feel when you go outside. Count them. Okay, get comfortable. We're ready to become the tree. But first, one last look. Now we're going to ask our imagination to help us become the thing we've been looking at. So we're going to close our eyes and see the tree in our imagination. Victor, if you're coming, now is the time.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, the old imagination's on overdrive. Oh, what a view!
It's beautiful. And I can feel all these little bird feet. They're like walking on my arms, even on my chin.
And whoa, I'm moving.
Well, of course you are. It's the wind. But feel your feet, your roots. You feel how strong you are in the ground? Now let's see what our hearts tell us about the trees.
Wow, my tree wants to be friends. I mean it, ML2. It says, please plant more of me, everywhere, so we can help keep Earth healthy for all living things.
And my tree says it's their job to help clean the air of pollution and carbon monoxide. And they help hold moisture in the earth so plants can grow and rain can fall. They cannot help us if we cut them down. Oh, there goes the beeper, Vic. I'm sorry, we gotta go. And we're back! And you guys were terrific. Now you can practice becoming anything by yourself. Sure, you could become a tree or a flower or a wonderful dog like Ginger. Now remember, the first thing you do is explore it with your 5 senses. And then you ask your imagination to help you feel what it's like to be that thing. And you'll find that you begin to understand nature. And you'll also begin to understand Lotus's poem. You'll see with your heart that there's nothing from which you're apart. Oh, that is the wild ideas. Just a second. Ginger, stay. This is a wild idea. Bet you never saw one before. Yeah, like man flying an airplane or taking a space shuttle to the moon. Well, they were called wild, crazy, harebrained at first. But when you get into wild ideas, you start to understand that they can change history or adjust your socks. But the most important thing to remember is never throw a wild idea out. No, spend some time with them. Talk to them, daydream with them. You'll find they've got some of the most wonderful surprises in them. What's that? Oh, I see. Seems they've got some wild pet ideas for Victor. Victor? Wherever you are, I'd like to see you now. In the meantime, we can do a commercial. Oh, a commercial from imagination. Have you ever considered what kind of a commercial your body would make if it could talk? Here's one.
And now a message from the National Tooth Fairy Association.
It's a great event when your teeth come through and they really start to grow. But you must be sure that you care for them, 'cause your teeth have far to go. So, don't be rushing when you're brushing. Take your time, it's all worthwhile, 'cause you want your teeth to be there every time you smile. You smile. Eat the things that make them stronger so they'll bite and look good too. If you're true to them, you'll find that they will not be false to you.
Ah, yes, commercials from the imagination. Pretty neat, yes? Why don't you try one? Yeah, you could make up a commercial about yourself.
Well,
Maybe
hey,
try it.
I got one. You want to
do?
hear it? Huh?
Yes.
You want to hear it? Do you?
Yes.
Okay, well, listen, you're going to want everything in this commercial. You're going to want all these little guys. I know you are, because I'm going to want them all. Yep, I know I do. Come on, listen to this. Howdy, partner. This is your old pal, Wild Vic, with the Wild Vic Wild Pet Special of the Week. Yep, we're talking rhinos here, wildebeests, giraffes, and a couple of hefty hippos. Nah, they won't eat you out of house and home, 'cause once you get one, you won't have a house or a home. Only kidding. Get 'em while they're wild from Wild Vic. Yee-haw!
Ah, yes, the wild pet idea from the Wild Ideas. It was very well done. I liked it a lot, and I think you guys could try one of those too.
Yeah.
Wild pet, from your imagination and make up a commercial about that.
It was great, huh?
Yeah.
That means I can have the rhino, right?
Wrong. Vic, a rhino is wild.
Yeah, but so am I. So is the balloon. You've said so yourself, huh? And wild ideas can be very useful, yeah. So, please.
Vic, I'm sorry. I did say all of those things, but you and the balloon are wild as in being out there, you know, cosmically speaking. A rhino, on the other hand, is being wild as in not domesticated. It wouldn't be happy living in a balloon or a home.
On Vampalonia, I could have 10 rhinos and a dinosaur of my choice.
Not gonna work.
Okay. Never mind. I won't have a pet. I won't have something to cuddle, to be friends with. I'll become a cosmic delinquent, a rebel with a because.
Wait a minute. Vic, actually you could have a rhino. You could have a Tyrannosaurus Rex, for that matter. I mean,
great.
We are, after all, in the realm of imagination. It can work. Yeah, I think we can do this, and that's the way it's going to work.
Yeah, okay. Well, how are we going to do that? Am I going to bring it right in here? Just bring it right into the old balloon, huh?
No, Vic, I don't mean that you can bring the rhino here physically, but you could bring the rhino here in your imagination.
Oh, my imagination.
Yeah, get real quiet.
Okay.
And just think about the pets you most want to have in your imagination.
Once upon a time, big fellow, there were 3 little rhinos, Rhiny, Niney, and Finey, and they went off to see their mother. She wasn't living with them because this was a modern family, and no one lives together in Rhino World. Here, Rex. Here, boy. Come here, Rex. Yeah, that's... Whoa, watch the hairdo, would you please? Yeah, No. Stand back up. Do what Daddy says. That's it. Up, up, up. Wow, look at that. I taught Tyrannosaurus a trick. And, what number sunscreen are you using? I don't want to get to be your color too quickly. Oh, by the way, I brought the number of my orthodontist, but he felt working on you could be a real tusk.
Vic, that was wonderful. You have great pets.
Yeah, I know. You know, and I'm going to go back to my imagination every day so I can see my pets. And then I'll write a story about them. And I'll do pictures about them.
Oh, very good.
In fact, I think I'll go write some now. Back to the gondola. See ya.
Okay.
Woo-hoo!
You know, that's really using your imagination. And you can, too. Sure, to write stories and tell them and do pictures about them. That's a wonderful way to go. Hold it, you two. Listen, this time, Victor, you did not look to see that Lotus was there. Yeah. Well, you two just work it out, okay? Oh, I just got another great idea. Yeah, I thought we'd take a look and see some of the things that would be good to remember about pets that most of us have. Let's take a look. You know, pets are like our children or our friends, and they need us to take care of them. Take them out for walks, to play, to feed and water them, keep them clean. They can't do these things for themselves. It's up to us to take care of them. Oh, that's Egg. Yeah, Egg is for hatching new ideas and for helping out with wild ideas like Victor's wild pet idea. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, Victor, I think you're going to want to hear this.
Oh, well then, ready when you are, Captain.
Okay, it says here that the animals you love can be found in libraries, museums, sea aquariums, and zoos. Why not see if there's a beginner's program for zookeepers or aquarium keepers? Then you could learn more about your favorite animals and get to know them up close. The library's another place to find out about your favorites, and the natural history museums also have lots of information and things to see and do.
Wow, I never knew there were so many different ways to explore my wild ideas.
Yeah, I know. Once again, wild ideas and imagination have saved us from becoming overly serious and dangerously dull. We're going to do a lot more with wild ideas next time.
Great.
Oh, that's the wonderful all there is. I put in a call for a 13th Galaxy story. Yeah. Happens to be the home of Wahoo and Yaha. You know, everything there is to know about imagination. Oh, there they are. How you doing, boys?
Well, great. To tell you the truth, ML2, we just got a whole new shipment of melodies in from the planet Melodious, the best yet. We got some here for courage, for happiness, some even for feeling sad or dreamy, or like dancing.
That's great. Melodies for courage and happiness, sent everywhere to help anyone. It's terrific.
ML2, that's not exactly true. That is, I mean, we've got trouble. The planet Melodious just re-registered as the Melon Colonies.
The Mels did that? From the planet Melodious?
Yep.
But they're responsible for music, melodies, tunes, tones, sounds, that lift spirits, help you to feel life.
Without the sounds of the Mels, the whole universe could go dead flat.
We're talking big trouble.
No spirits will soar.
No hearts will be touched.
And that means
nobody feels anything.
No happy.
No sad.
No joyful.
No jealous.
No anger.
No loving. Zip. ML2, you've got to fly the great stone balloon to the rescue.
Excuse me, but why would anyone, want to feel angry or sad or jealous? When I feel that way, I just want to get over it.
And the best way over, my friend,
is through.
Feel your feelings until they're finished.
Ask what they can teach you. Feeling,
all of them,
are important.
They tell us about ourselves
and our world.
When we feel our feelings,
we are living life.
My crew and I will leave at once. Soon, Vic and I arrived on the planet Melodious. Everything was musical, except the Mels. Oh, look at those guys. Yeah. Oh, very interesting. Let's see, General Blas, absolutely. Clouds, Rain and fog in heart. And, runny nose and tears. Snortling, sniffling, and, unmistakable whimpering. This is very, very interesting. I mean, this is a place that can make music for any kind of feeling at all. But there's only one feeling present. Sad. Vic, what do you think?
Hey, wait a minute. How about a song?
Great.
Hey, guys, let's all sing a happy song. All right? On 3. A 1, a 2, a 3.
This is serious, Vic. Balloon log, Voyage 1, the Mels. They're in a serious happiness slump. They're dead flat, can't carry a tune in a bucket. Diagnosis, terminal case of the lonelies. The question is why? The question is why? Why am I asking you? The question is, why are you so sad?
Nobody says I love you. Nobody says I care. And that's why we're so lonely. We just sit down and stare.
We got the
lonelies.
We got the
lonelies.
Oh, we got the
lonelies. L-O-N-E-L-I-Es. L-O-N-E-L-I-Es.
Oh, I'm so blue.
L-O-N-E-L-I-Es.
Vic?
Yeah, Martha?
This is a lot worse than I thought. Balloon log, Voyage 1, Mels correction. They can carry a tune, probably even in a bucket, but still suffering very low levels of love.
And absolutely no silliness.
Right. That means?
Overly serious.
And dangerously dull.
Yes, these guys act like they don't even love each other.
Well, they don't. They don't even love themselves. That's the problem.
In progress, ML2.
Planets are already beginning to deflate.
Even Earth is looking a little flat.
Oh, we'd hate to start that rumor again.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Me too, guys. I'm really sorry to hear that, but so far, no progress. I can't even get him to smile. Look, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some imagining and see if Vic and I can come up with something, okay? Over and out. A terminal case of the lonelies. Okay, Vic and I could love them, each one until they felt better. Now they'd forget again. That always happens until you love you first. That's just what's going to happen. Wait a minute. Love it. That's right. We could wire the planet Love It. I got it. I'm sending a thought message. Okay, and you can help me out. You close your eyes. All right? Tell all of your everyday thoughts to go take a nap. We're going to focus on the planet Love It and the message we want to send. All right, we want a love me, hug me, kiss me right now on the planet Melodious, recently called the Melon Colonies. Okay.
All right, that's it. You got it. Now focus on it. That's right, until it's all you feel, until you smile, and...
We did it.
ML2, I presume?
Yes.
Who else? Well, here I am. A genuine love me, hug me, kiss me.
She's here. This is the problem.
As always, when you forget about the love me, hug me, kiss me on the inside, life on the outside becomes dead flat, no fun, and darn near terminal, like these males. I think a few vowel sounds would tune you all perfectly. Ready? Begin.
Together.
Away for our moon. A-E-A-O for our sun.
Whoa! I'll bet the whole universe is getting a charge out of that.
And with that, she spun them away to the stars to teach them the secret love me, hug me, kiss me exercise they would do each and every morning.
With a tap tap here and a how are you and a rub a dub dub and I love you. Turn to Vera, make funny faces. Nose hugs. Eye rubs. Cheek hugs. Lip squeezes. Ear hugs. Hand kisses. Arm kisses. Knee kisses. Leg kisses. Foot hugs. Finger squeezes. All purpose hugging. Truly wondrous. Now that's expressing your feelings. Lots of them. Now let's see. You've been seriously silly. So important. You've given love, received love, been vowel tuned, and most important, you've begun to express yourselves.
Then the Love Me, Hug Me, Kiss Me taught the Mells how to keep love alive by always saying what they felt in their hearts.
Now, do you like her streamers?
Well, yes, very, very much.
Have you told her so?
No.
Well, I suggest you do. Now, kind words, words with loving feeling, will always keep love alive and kicking.
I like your stripes, I always have. Ooh, they move so when you sing.
Well done. Now number 2 to number 3. Orange to yellow. Find something of true feeling to say. You hurt my feelings when you didn't invite me
rest of the day, better make that life. Remember that you never get too old to say I love you, or too grown up to get the lonelies. And most of all, remember, you are the real thing. Love its own self.
Love its own self. Well, it's absolutely true. That's what you are. And when you remember to speak the feelings that you have in your heart, all of them, things can't help but get better.
Yeah. You know what, M.L. Tusky? That little musical episode reminds me of some of the magical healing sounds that we had on Vampalonia.
Really?
Yeah, like this one.
Victor!
Yeah, that's good for when you're blue. Well, when you're any color, for that matter. And also there's this one. Ooga, ooga, ooga.
Victor.
That's good for the days you should have stayed in bed.
It's good for some other things, too.
Yeah, like
Don't
what?
push your luck.
Oh.
Listen, when you sing, seriously,
yeah,
your whole body sings, too. Every cell. You can feel better in an instant. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, you really should try it if it makes you feel good that way.
Now, what's next?
Well, I was just wondering, what if I ruled the world? Then I thought, nah, who would want to be in charge of a place that's so messed up, you know? Yeah.
Oh, messed up. Well, you actually have a point, Vic. I mean, our world does have problems.
Well, you can say that.
However, a couple of other... Oh.
Can't she knock? Would you knock next time?
Vic.
What?
Chill yourself. It's okay. Let's see what Lotus has got for us. Problem like puzzle. All pieces present to make beautiful picture. Only takes time to put them together. Boy, you know, Vic, our world is a lot like a puzzle, and all the people in it, well, they're like the pieces. All we have to do is begin, and we can start to make a more beautiful picture of our world. For instance, what would you recommend so that the people in our world could get along better?
What would I recommend?
Yeah.
Well, I would recommend unlimited Murfling.
What's that?
Well, it's sort of like Vampalonian CPR. It's great for anything that ails you.
Oh, mind if I try it out?
Oh, no, sure. Come, step right around here.
Okay.
Now, put your face right up towards mine. Boogity, 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 boog. Once again.
Okay.
Boogity, 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 boog.
That's absolutely wonderful,
It
Vic.
works good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I feel better already.
Yeah.
You know what else could make us feel better?
What's that?
Is what I've got on the Wonderful All There Is.
Oh.
Because we're about to tune it in.
Oh, yeah?
And find out what you think would make a better world.
Great idea.
Well, I get together with my friends and just I try not to get in fights, and if they ever got in a fight with somebody, I'd break them apart and tell them to give a handshake and get together.
No punching, just talk and say sorry. Well, I think that if people communicated a bit more and stopped drinking liquor so much and polluting the environment, people would get along a bit better than they are right now.
Those are some wonderful ideas. Now, why don't you write down yours? Sure, and you could write letters to the President, to the Congress, to the Senate. It's your pick. And you know something? We can make a difference, but only if we speak up. It's very important.
Gee whiz, ML2. You know, they really were great. But you know, I've just had another great idea, fresh out of the old imagination hopper.
Really?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. How to be best friends with a tree. Introduce yourself. Show some real affection. Tell a story or two. Trees also enjoy dance, sharing a snack. Friends who pick up after themselves. And friends who plant more trees. Together, you and your tree can help save our whole world.
It's terrific, Victor. I feel like planting a tree. You know, we all could. Sure, families, scouts, schools, countries, everybody.
Yeah, you know, trees are the perfect gift. Weddings, birthdays, holidays, and especially Ed Turlmeister Day.
Ed Turlmeister Day?
Oh, yes. Ed Turlmeister planted the very first Vompel berries.
Really?
The man's a saint where I come from. Now, if you're interested, Ed Turlmeister Day is the first of every month.
Oh, well, thanks, Vic. I'm sure we're all going to remember that. We've got a lot to do. But the most important thing to do is to remember to believe in yourself and your great ideas, and to know that you are the one and only you there will ever be. You're very, very special. And we'll see you next time.
Oh, and remember, imagine me for yourself.
The Great Stone Balloon, it's your very own creation, the great stone balloon. It's in your imagination, so shoot for the stars, reach for the moon, 'cause anything can happen on the great stone balloon. The great stone balloon is higher than the highest kite. The great stone balloon goes faster than the speed of light. So hop on a boat, you're not a moment too soon. A magic world awaits you on the great stone balloon.